All right. Hello, Speed Gaming. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. What time it is, whatever time it is, it's rando time. We've got a hybrid major glitches race, which is pretty cool because there's a tournament coming up. I am Vortex of Doom, and I am joined by Structural Mike. How are you doing, Mike?
Hi, Vortex. I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. I was almost about to join us, but I had a commitment I couldn't be late for, so I was just fortunate to see you wishing to have a co-com, and here we are.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be cool. We're both noobs. We're both learning when it comes to glitches. We were in the mentorship tournament in January. So I want to say we are here to scout the opposition and learn even more.
Yeah, I will definitely perform better on comms than I would have on the glitches today. So it's definitely a not without its perks. Not racing. But yeah, I've really liked HMG when I've done it. It's a very cool mode with a lot of interesting logic that feels like sometimes like overworld glitches just opens more. It's not but HMG has a little more intricacy to it, which I really like.
Yeah, same. Lots of weird things can happen that always throws the runners in different directions. You don't have to just go to CAC. You can do a whole bunch of things, and you don't know what the meta is. It's fun because you don't know what you should be doing. It's like discovering rando anew. Yeah,
my normal opener is fail the clip to hobo a couple times and then just go to CAC. So
like me, I'm just rushing Uncle because I just want to be that guy,
Yeah.
The meta in this mode is to never check the castle. There's even a meme about, it's an hour mark, let's go to the higher castle. So I'll just check Uncle from the start, get some resources, and feel really good when I find anything there.
I can never bring myself to, I Uncle start all the time in normal open, but I can't bring myself to do it with boots and no sword, as a start. Oh, that's a very nice start. Try for a 50-50 here. I am extremely disappointed in both of them.
All right, no 50-50. Check.
They just knew they wouldn't win the 50-50, so.
True.
I do like Breadcoon checking this out, because if that's something you want, it's pretty easy to go get that right away, but it's not as easy to check. Oh, he's not doing hobo at all, which I am totally fine with as well.
I like this. I do this after Uncle. I just check Sahas, 3 checks, so you don't orphan those for an hour.
Yeah, this, I think, used to be one of the really common openers for glitched modes way back before there was much of a meta at all. We got a bottle with a blue potion already in it, which means we can do some fun bunny shenanigans.
Yeah, that's our flute. And Simple Clips is doing a not so simple clip here. The swim clip into Ice Rod Cave, which I can't do because swim clipping to the right seems cursed. But that looks super easy.
Yeah, that's a nice little way to get to Ice Rod Cave. Not a lot of payout on this route. Breadcoon's getting all the stuff so far. We are orphaning Zora, which is a pretty common thing to do in a lot of glitched modes, because it's much rarer that you need that specific thing. There are ways around a whole lot of stuff. It's more common in no logic, but lots of people orphan Zora all the time, even in non-glitched modes. So it's a play I can get behind.
Yeah, it's interesting because I've been brought up with not orphaning this as the first move, and that's hook shot in the Bonk Rocks.
Yeah, continuing the pattern of Red Coon. Well, I guess Simple Clips did just get a bottle, but it didn't have a blue potion in it, which isn't as useful in HMG. Another thing about doing the flipper checks and stuff is like Ice Ride Cave, like the water walk from there is just so nice and useful, and those checks are in logic from the beginning of the game because you can do that. So you kind of don't want to waste a trip to Ice Ride Cave. You can just do an easy water walk. So
yeah, I'm a glitch noob, so if I end up in Ice Ride Cave, I just water walk to Hobo.
Red Coon making a very predictable mountain play with that hook shot from Bonk Rocks. Did we see if he checked Lumberjack?
No, it was an immediate CMA, I think.
That makes sense, just with where he is. Now, Hyrule is with us now and in the back of Escape now.
So this is another common opening that Red Coon is doing. He's going to clear village immediately for guaranteed bombs, and then you can just use those for your next adventure.
Yeah, and with the hook shot, that makes, like, I often don't do this. I often, like, if I have a couple bombs like Red Coon did, I get a little greedy. But with the hook shot, he can do Tomb Raider if he can lay a bomb that actually hits.
I think you have to be on the ground for that to work. Yeah, you gotta throw it and it explode midair. Yeah, gets
nice.
I seemed almost learning on the fly there.
Yeah, that seems like the. I think I've done this once, but I don't remember what you have to do without a sword, kind of thing.
That's very
I
easy,
will have to
easy to
remember
orphan. Otherwise,
King's Tomb it's a tough check to decide to do in a mode where you mostly don't care otherwise if you get the mitts, and like if you do Graveyard Ledge without the hook shot, it's a tough sell to make another trip to Death Mountain to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like on my last seed, I had my gold mode glove in King's Tomb.
Oh wow, yeah.
So, it has value since it's an early sphere, but it's so orphanable.
Simple Clips did check Lumberjack, which Hyruler is also doing. I'm pretty sure it was nothing. We'll double check here, but then did the DMA there, which is another pretty common one that I've never bothered to learn because I just go down and save Old Man at the cost of a little time. I did not see what that was on Red Coon's side, but he's not going for it, so.
It was nothing. We do get the small key in the front of Hera, which is kind of important in this mode, since that's our swamp small, potentially.
Yeah, it certainly can be. That is the first Hera that I have not seen with like the big key accessible since I think the mentored rounds of the tourney, and I've played like 5 or 6 seeds since then. But that is one of the I don't know, the gotchas or the features of this mode is that the Hera big key doesn't technically need to be accessible. So it might not be in the basement. Like if this were a non-glitched mode, it would 100% be there, but it might not. It might be Meyer locked.
Yeah, it could just be in the big chest.
Yeah, it might not be accessible at all. Yeah. But we won't know for a while. We might not ever know if it's in the basement or big chest. Like we're probably not getting it. Well, definitely not if it's in the big chest. But you tend to want your Hera small key to kind of break into swamp. so that you don't have to, go to Mire and then go to Hera and then go to Swamp. So it's people. There are several tricks to avoid spending that Hera small.
What's interesting right now is if you were inclined, you could go to Swamp right now and just clear out left side with no flippers or hammer.
Yeah.
If you wanted to risk it in Hera state for some crazy reason.
Well, I mean, there are 3 Dark World pendants, so, maybe it's not that crazy. Oh gosh, I am worried for High Ruler. Okay,
High Ruler made it.
Simple Clips also didn't like bonk the rock for a fairy and survived all the way into Paradox, which they did get Blue Mail in Spiral Cave, so they weren't OHKO from everything, but
yeah, Spiral Cave is very deadly without a starting weapon. So what have you accumulated? Powder? Ether? Doesn't seem very interesting right now.
got a boomerang, 2 bottles. That would be interesting if it weren't, or if it were no logic, but yeah, nothing too much so far. The glove is like kind of interesting. It gives us Glove and Pearl gives us some halfway decent
right.
Dark World access.
Everyone has the Pearl. I forgot about that. Right, so we can just go to Dark Death Mountain here, like the High Roller draws. Early hookshot. Get hookshot cave.
Yeah, I kind of like this play. With the mirror. Well, the mirror actually doesn't change a whole lot. Well, the mirror would make this better, but you can still get into TR if you want. But I don't know if I think he'll bother.
I feel very bad being in TR
first. Like he's coming out because if I wasn't gonna think about going into TR and maybe there's no weapon to kill the poke. But I'd probably have done Hookshot Cave and then quit out of Super Bind. But we'll see what he does. Oh, he might go to Catfish, which would not be ridiculous at all.
Yeah, it's an easy Catfish check after this route, rather than going into TR with nothing.
Yeah. No, that's.
All right.
And Breadkin is in Kakariko, found the flippers.
Yeah, he's got the first row, bingo, of items. Flippers, that's even more swampy, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, now we could...
We just need a weapon to kill Argus.
Yeah, we could just about do it with a fire rod, Well, yeah, we could. We have, okay, there's the fire rod.
Oh, that's the fire rod. Okay, let's go to
with Ice
Swamp.
Rod, I wonder... How many puffs are there? You might be able to do it with...
It's in logic with just fire rod and bombs, as far as I know.
Oh, can you get them with bombs? Okay.
Yeah, it is cursed and weird, but
I believe
it can happen.
So...
Use money on Catfish.
Well, that does that mean Argus? Well, no, Argus is not in logic until we find... Well, it might be in logic, right? The key could be in the basement, and then Swamp would be in logic, right?
No, we need a Mire key or Vanilla Swamp key.
That's true.
Cool. And then we either need Mire access or Vanilla Swamp key plus either mirror or lamp.
And High Ruler is making some really interesting early plays. I like a lot of what he's doing. It's very it's a very efficient set of plays without, and it's a very anti-meta set of plays because he hasn't even been to Paradox yet. He went straight to Dark Death Mountain and then dropped. Now he's doing Pyramid Fairy, which and then he'll probably loop around and go to Dark World the other way, I'd imagine.
Would you? You got the gloves. You can just enter it normally, basically. I would feel weird about continuing.
Like across the top? There's not another good way to the top for...
No, like we have a glove. You can just enter it at Swamp.
Well, wait, that's easy enough. Oh, going over this way. That makes sense too.
Alright, so we're going to Village of Outcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant like hook across and take the top path, because I guess that's not that bad to get to with a normal DMD. It's probably actually faster to save and quit and do that, as awful as it is, but... Hammer Peg Escape. We're seeing all the niche little hook clips.
It's cool. Kane in Skullwoods. Alright. We can do swordless, hammerless Trinex. Or first sword on Trinex. Any takers?
It wouldn't be our first sword because Breadkin has one. I think might have been just on the ledge.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm not. I didn't actually see. I just saw him dashing with it after getting the ledge item. So
just one sword doesn't help us with Trinex anyway.
That's true.
Oh, well, yes. Actually, we need one sword for phase 2.
Yeah, that's true.
So much going on. I can barely keep it together.
I probably would still be barely keeping it together even if nothing was happening. So
I believe we saw the magic bats, and it was no progression, I think.
okay, I'd buy it. And Hyrule is going into Thieves. Does not have that cane from Skull Woods, so can't do a cheeky blind. There might be something in here. I expect with that glove and the ability to get to South Dark World, Hyruler will probably Death Warp in here and do Kakariko, like do fake Dark World, and since getting to the South Dark World is pretty trivial with that glove. It's a harder decision if you don't have a quick way. I think a lot of people probably still do fake Dark World and go to CAC, but like just getting there means otherwise, like if you don't have a glove, you have to like fake flute or do the super hop or something stupider than just jumping into the portal. He is leaving though. I'm a little surprised. Maybe going into Skullwoods.
Yeah, I was just about to say that you can do Skullwoods, 6 on the ledge.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting this. I talked this choice up. Simple Clips. We'll see if Simple Clips does that. I don't hate this or anything. It's just not what I expected to see.
Yeah, there's no hate here, only love. I'd be pretty interested in seeing what the medallion requirement is for Meyer.
Oh, Simple Clips also has a sword, so that must. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. Tracked incorrectly, but Simple Clips does have the cane, so can finish Thieves Town, which theoretically, a 3-heart cane blind fight is pretty scary.
And there it is, Ether for Meyer. So that means that Swamp is actually not only accessible but in logic.
Yeah,
with sword, Ether, cane. Yeah.
Ironic that Hyruler is the only one that doesn't have Ether, and he's the first one to Meyer.
It sort of depends on, you might need Lamp for it to be in logic, but we're almost there. So, Pendant Swamp, anyone? For Hammer, probably?
Have we done a Dark World map check? Or, yeah, we did, evidently. Okay.
Yeah, it's Pendant Swamp, TR, The only dungeons we can go and do stuff in, basically.
Yeah. That's... We're getting our
Oh.
first look.
Okay, Brad was hesitating a little bit there, but
Oh,
finds the mirror in K45. That is a nice piece of equipment in Sphere 1.
Redcoon is getting pretty rewarded for doing light world checks. Found a sword, a couple extra hearts.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when you find the glove, the whole desert area just becomes an easy full clear because you're not orphaning anything except maybe the boss.
He does have the fire rod from the well, I believe. So
that's right.
He won't be orphaning it necessarily. Oh, and there's our lamp. So
okay, then now Swamp is
Swamp's
100% in logic.
And right, yeah. I think Simple Clips found the Cane of Burna in the attic. So that is behind Hammer.
No, wait, the Birna was outside, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to judge. I'm not seeing anyone pick anything up because, obviously, why would you look at the players when they're opening chests? Watch them while they're doing overworld traversal.
Yeah, I'm here to learn clips, not to look at chests.
But so anything on blind is not going to be in logic for Simple Clips, but that lamp is.
This is so cursed. 3 heart Samaria blind.
So did we have? I don't have Birna. Okay, I'm.
Someone else has Birna. I think Brad has Birna. Someone picked Birna up. This means that Brad is in the fake Dark World now.
Is going. Oh, I really found the hammer somewhere. Hype Cave, probably. I didn't see him find it anywhere else. I thought he was going to Moldarm without a weapon, but he does have a weapon.
Oh no.
And there it was. Brad getting his hammer.
Okay. That makes Swamp less interesting, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes it easier. But yeah, there's not... It's pretty easy to go there and do anything at any time. Hyrule did not do the dam or anything, so he's not thinking about a swamp play right now, which I don't blame him. He hasn't done Paradox yet, so...
Wait, are we in go mode? No, we
need a sword. But...
With sword go mode? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Because there's a bow involved. So...
Oh, no, there was a bow.
I didn't see the bow.
Okay.
But there's one on the track. Oh no. What is happening? Agina bow, right? So
okay, so yeah, we are a sword from Go, right?
Yeah, sword from Go. That's pretty insane.
20 minutes in. I think you will make your 2-hour engagement, if I had to guess.
Does Brad realize that they are sword Go mode? I mean, I wouldn't be doing Higher Castle.
Brad does not know that Ether is for Meyer.
I thought Brad... No, Brad was the one in Meyer area.
No, doing Hyrule Castle. No.
Was it only Hyrule? I thought it was Brad who was in...
I think it was only Hyruler. Because, Brad got the... Yeah, Brad went straight to the portal, went straight to Hype, and then went straight here.
Okay. Because Brad does have the Fire Rod. So it's actually...
Brad does have the Fire Rod, yeah. I was thinking... Doesn't have Ice Rod, but... Has Brad done a map check? Brad might not have done a map check, actually.
I mean, honestly, 22 minutes in, you're not thinking about how many items you need from Go mode.
That's true.
You're like, I got items, I'm doing this stuff, and then you're like, wait, what do I need? So what would you be doing? Like, Do you rush your crystal dungeons? Do you rush
Well,
GT?
If I realize, I mean, I think GT is a very good play.
Because
At
I
this
heard
point,
dividing opinions on this. Some are like, no, never rush GT.
I mean, if you're a sword from Go and you need to do the GT big key hunt, like, yeah, it sucks if it's early, but like, I do GT earlier than I should a lot of times, but I think in this specific scenario, I don't really see a reason not to go to GT. I mean, like, any crystal is fine too, but I think GT is a very, very good play that doesn't really have any serious downside.
Yeah, that's what I thought, or what I think too. But yeah, Brett is gonna continue clearing Harrow Castle here, and what do you think Brett does next? After this save and quit, surely you think about, what can I do? What can I not do?
Yeah, I mean, I think what my decision would be in Brett's position hinges a lot on whether I think I'm close at all to go.
That's opening the swamp door, basically. So that might have been the incentive to open to go into Harrow Castle. Oh, we could have duped that sword, dude.
Oh, that's...
We could have been in Go mode now.
That's true. Oh man, that is...
And Brett is not thinking about Go mode items at all. Because this is a social play. This is not a dungeon at all.
No.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a does not realize for one from Go.
Have you ever been in Go at 22 minutes?
In
any mode?
Maybe? I doubt it. Yeah, this is...
It's bonkers. Simple Clips and Hyrule are close behind in these things. They're missing Hype Cave Bow? No, Agina Bow, basically.
And Simple Clips is going to get it shortly, unless
definitely
I forget to check Agina, which...
But both the bow and the mirror is going to be Simple Clips. And the hammer, I don't know where it was. Was that in the same area or Hype Cave? Hype Cave,
Hammer was Hype, yeah.
Yeah.
Brett is doing just the damn... Okay. I was like, is Brett didn't save and quit, so not doing Swamp. What are we doing now?
I don't know. We're probably checking Meyer.
Yeah, Meyer, Stumpy, dig, and then clipping into the VOO, maybe?
He's gonna have to do Dark Meyer on Fighter Sword.
Yeah.
So maybe even if Brett realizes his sword go mode, he's just like, well, I need to not tie in Meyer.
I think Fred probably has enough faith in his gamer skills to probably just not worry too much about Meyer. Like I also have that much faith, and it is sometimes misplaced. So I'm not like... But yeah, we are checking out Meyer. Gonna find out he's Sword for Go.
Was that the first map check?
No, somebody said he did it last, so I think that was just like a mispress. I would be pretty fine with doing Thieves and Skull first. He'd get at least somewhat rewarded, comfort-wise, if he did that, but...
Not going into Meyer.
No interest in Meyer, I guess.
What? Okay, help me understand what is happening.
This Vidi fight is pretty stupid, I do admit. You've got two other dungeons that you can just... You can just... I know there's a way up to VOO here, and it's legal in HMG, right? I'm not.
Oh yeah, you can just clip up to Wu from this ledge.
And yeah, so that's what Brett is doing. Doing 2 much easier dungeons with the equipment he has.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then he might just come back down. I mean, it's a little slower, but it's faster than dying in Mire. Also hasn't been here at all, so this is more chances for a sword. Go moding Mire is probably more. Well, it's more valuable than go moding Thieves. Probably more valuable than go moding Skull. I don't know. I hate not go moding Skullblades personally, but. Yeah, so simple clips. It's going to be getting bow, mirror, hammer very shortly, I think.
Brett is going to end up with the lamp here as well in Thieves Town, so it's a good Mire delay for that reason. And there's mirror for simple clips.
So while all our runners are covering each other's tracks and getting uncomfortably close to go for how early in the race this is, give them a follow. They've all been doing great. We've been treated to a couple different routes and good execution of both the standard sort and all the clipping. It's been a great show. So
Absolutely.
Simple Clip's not getting the hammer quite yet.
Avoiding Hype Cave is what you do. We do need a hammer though for Ice Palace.
Interesting. Simple Clip's.
This makes sense. You go into Pod and then you can mirror to Easton.
That's fair. Yeah, you don't worry about the hammer because it's a pendant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sphere 1 check here in Pod.
And a sword here could be pretty big. I don't think I'd be a little surprised if either of the other two went to Pod. Personally, not like shocked, but like they're both actually one from Go, and it's a sword, and they've got like the whole rest of the world. So if a sword's here, that could actually be a pretty big advantage because it's going to be a pretty inconsequential time loss for a sword advantage for the rest of the seed at this point. Because even though we're close to Go mode, there's still like you have to play the whole seed still.
Yeah, and it's not easy dungeons on this equipment. You gotta
Definitely not
keep your gaming shoes on. I'm still in shock over how early we hit sword mode.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. Although, I think it was a Cross Keys Daily like last week or something where I was in sword mode at like an hour 40 and it took almost 2.5 hours to finish.
Yeah, sometimes they're just inaccessible. They're all 3 in left side swamp, you know.
Yeah, left side swamp had the mirror. Left side swamp in GT had the mirror to get the only sword I ever saw on Spec Rock.
Nice.
So
congratulations.
Yeah, it was very silly.
Bread has accumulated a second crystal here.
Bread Coon or Hyrule are going to be right behind.
Bread still shows like no sign of being in sword mode.
Yeah.
Like we're going
I mean, I think doing the rest of VOO. Well, okay, this is a little sillier. Okay, we're doing it, or it's a little less guaranteed. Like these are still pretty. This is still a pretty fast check. I probably wouldn't do it. But again, any check that like the others probably won't do that leads to a sword could just be the race. So what is next for High Ruler? High Ruler probably going to Dark World. Or Pod, I guess. Okay.
That's the second Hammer escape we've seen. Hammer Pegs escape.
Yeah, and we've seen 2 different ways to get into Hammer Pegs, too.
The red boomerang.
Oh, High Ruler does not... Does High Ruler have the cane yet? So High Ruler is 2 from go. Because he has not been to... No. Oh, yeah, it was in Skull Woods.
Yeah. And Simple Clips needs the hammer.
I don't think Breadcoon has been to Skull Woods, right?
No.
Okay.
Breadcoon is on his way to Skull.
Does not have the cane, so is not 1 from go. We have been 1 from no mode forever. But
that's right.
About to... So that now not going into Myra makes perfect sense.
All right.
So
now, now everything makes sense.
All clear.
Breadcoon is not crazy and unattentive. It's we, the commentators. But okay, so we'll be in sort of go mode in like
momentarily
5 seconds. There is Kane. Right. Okay, now Breadcoon is putting on the go mode boots here.
Did Breadcoon get both items? No, right?
Got 1.
It's just leaving Compass and Pinball. Because what are the chances there's another item there?
Second item is obviously in the back,
well,
right?
Well, and there are 3 swords, so like even if you skip a sword there. So yeah, Breadcoon knew where he was for sure if he's playing like this.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going back in for the bridge chest either here. I'd be shocked. There's Bombos. We do have half magic, so Cold Stare wasn't too bad, but anyone who goes to Eastern before Ice will see the benefit of that.
We are going to have to mirror wrap to Ice, unless we stumble upon the myths as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how familiar Breadcoon is with mirror wraps to Ice.
Yeah, and I don't...
Because Bread is relatively new to HMD, right? Or am I dreaming that?
I don't think so. I mean, Bread did the No Logic tournament.
Oh, okay.
Bread,
then I
think Bread knows what he's doing with that. It's still like Simple Clips might actually go straight to Ice from getting the hammer in Hype Cave. We'll have Bombos. Mirror, no reason to go into Swamp. So like Breadcoon and High Ruler didn't have the cane, so they didn't want to, but I could definitely see Simple Clips doing that. This time we do have the big key to Eastern. So where is Breadcoon? I imagine this will be Hera?
Hera into GT, I would assume.
Yeah, that's...
Who needs the Meyer big when you have a hook shot?
Brett showing off the new setup that he found for Herapot that is not... That is like actually free.
bread pot, or what do we call it? Bread basket.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's great. I haven't learned it because I'm pretty consistent with Raid and Pot, but it's cool that people are still finding freer setups for things after all this time. I remember like 2 years ago being like, man, Philly Pod is the coolest new thing.
That was
think
2 years
everyone will be
ago.
using it. Maybe
I only just
it was only
recently
last
learned
year.
Philly pot. It's like, oh my god, there's 2 new setups.
It was like
Yeah.
right around this time, either last
Yeah.
year or the year before, and I think it was the year before. There's the book,
It's a nice armor book.
which doesn't do anything for us.
Does it even give us
Collectively.
swords? A bread bowl.
Not doing Spike on the way to GT. Don't blame him. But yeah, so Bread, as soon as he hit the one from Go mark, heading straight to GT. Or roughly straight to GT. So yeah, Simple Clips missing that hammer and High Ruler missing the cane. Just they're gonna be a little behind, looks like, at this point. It's still very dependent on, if there's not a sword in GT, this is still very much anyone's game.
If you find the big key, do you just go to climb? Oh, there it is. Do you people leave?
I might check Hope Room first, and that looks like what
Hope
Brett's
Room makes
doing.
sense, yeah. And then we used to climb or crystal dungeons.
Yeah, I think. Okay, Bread, I think, is just gonna check. This is all very, very dense. What are the chances that none of the other 3 swords are in here? Is what he's saying to himself right now.
Pretty high,
And,
I would say.
yeah, it's higher than he thinks, I'm sure, or like higher than would be intuitive, with the junk fill especially. Or is it not junk filled in glitched modes?
It is. It is the
Okay.
same junk fill. Like it's
Okay.
as far as I know. But I could very well be wrong, because who knows?
Yeah.
Malmö probably knows. Oh, it's no junk filled. Cool.
Okay.
No junk in GT. Only swords.
That does improve the chance for a sword.
Okay, but logic considered a 0 crystal entry. Okay. Which is the same as no junk.
So Bread just did right side since he was going to Hope, just did that. Do the climb next, and maybe come back to Rando through Ice Armos if the need arises, but he's got required stuff to do. Gonna do that first, I think. Which that makes sense. I think people do that hook shot to save a heart, Fox.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I
It
think
saves
people,
1 heart.
Yeah.
Which is a bit if you only have like 6 hearts. You can also take the top route where you walk across the non-spikes and you hook shot through the block to save all of the hearts. No, you still have to waste 1 heart.
There's a heart neutral strat provided you are not at full health that you go across the top. That is very good. It only loses like, I think, less than 2 seconds.
Nice.
But
Bird is doing a pretty good climb here. Has powder.
ooh, almost.
Very
Missed.
nice.
He does have the blue potion still. Would prefer not to use it on the GT climb, I'm sure, but
Double rod damage. Nice. Three bosses exploding at the same time.
It's very nice. So that is 3 crystals apiece for High Roller and Simple Clips. Simple Clips has to go back to blind, but does not have to do the rest of Thieves. And can combine that with a Skullwoods trip, so it's not nearly as bad as it would have been otherwise. Simple Clips is now heading to GT.
Interesting.
So we will not be seeing the climb from them. We will be seeing Ice Armos, though.
Will we?
I mean, were there keys?
All the keys were hammerlocked.
Wasn't there one on the torch?
Yeah, but that just means.
I mean, you're here. Don't you continue, right? Like,
do you?
I mean,
you're looking for hammer.
The big key might be back there. Like, all that hammer means is that, like, oh, like the top of GT does not have the hammer, right? But the big key, like, there could be a key behind the hammer, but the big key is behind Ice Armos. Oh, and they weren't all behind there. Okay,
we have 2 keys. If there's a key in tile room, big key is not hammerlocked, or right side isn't hammerlocked.
Oh, we're doing tile room. I don't. This is
so we see the logic, right? If this is if it's not a key, we don't look for hammer in GT. Basically.
Yeah. Well, no, because that. Oh yeah, if it's not a key, because yes. Two. Yeah, we have 2. We need a 3rd.
Yeah. Bread made it all the way up. Excellent gaming.
What is next? Is this going to be...
So that means Simple Clips should know that there's no hammer in GT.
Yeah. But since we know the big key is hammerlocked and Simple Clips isn't going to find it, I think he's going to continue.
You might find 3 swords back here, though.
Yeah. 3 swords out of 4 checks. It's... Stranger things have happened. In fact, I think there are clips of exactly that happening.
Silvers and mushrooms.
Silvers.
Okay. Good find.
Grabbing a blue potion for safety.
No
that keeps pretty nice for this room. I mean, it's not too bad without it, but it does make it very comfy. I say, we've all done that. Trying to do a cool item dash and getting punished.
Oh god.
Hyrule is taking the normal portal. I am skeptical that this is not slower than just doing, well, I guess you go into Hera, you come out, blah, blah. Yeah.
And that was a very smooth hook clip, or hook speed. And then we remember to set up a bomb.
Doing Skullwoods first. Kind of surprised. I guess he's done the front 4 of Thieves. But still, like
that should be enough, right?
I think so.
And then you gotta remember to push down first. Yeah.
We're good.
We are good. Bread is in ice. And I missed what was in Ice Armor's room. Was that a sword?
No. I don't know why Bread killed the 3rd one, if he was just going to use that key and go through this way anyway.
Panic?
It even dropped magic that he could have picked up. That he like really needs it or anything.
I never remember to clip. I'm always like 3 rooms in before I remember, oh yeah, there's a clip in the first room. Okay.
Simple Clips is getting pretty punished for not
Just finding the hammer.
yeah, not going to the hammer.
I think it's sort of derailed a little bit by dying to blind and being forced to exit the Dark World.
That is true.
Because that's sort of the reason why that route didn't continue to Hype Cave, I think. If I were to guess.
Yeah, I think that's probably accurate. Like I mean, at the time it's like, well, dang, I died to blind, but like it's not like the end of the world because I haven't done CAC yet. But yeah, I think you're probably right that you just stay there if.
Question is if High Roller will do the front of Skull after killing Moth.
High Ruler has to do Thieves, so I assume the answer is yes.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, for sure.
And still no sword, so is it just... It's gonna be in Swamp or TR.
Yeah, all of them in Swamp or TR, and Red's gonna go back to left side GT first. And everything's gonna be wonderful. So this is going to be Breadcoon's 5th crystal shortly. Very nice Cold Star fight. Keeping it in control. I don't... pretty sure Breadcoon did not do Ice Tea. I could be wrong.
No, that was a classic sword go mode.
I think there is an item there. Because he checked Big Chest and Cold Star was not an item, so there must be an item.
I think so.
And this is going to be... Oh, just Eastern. So
Eastern into Mire into Sadness. Do you like the meme of there's always a sword in Swamp?
I mean, it's fine. It's one of the
classics.
Yeah, it's a classic. Never goes out of style. Is true often enough to still be funny. Yeah.
It certainly looks that way today. That's what's left, basically.
I think so. Breadcoon could very easily choose like anything over Nap Chest Rando Room to Ice Armos. Like everything's pretty even. Like he has Olive Pod, Olive Swamp. After he runs out of crystals, Simple Clips has done all the way to Ice Armos. So you get the big key. You're still looking for a sword. Like I feel like you probably just go to Rando Room, right? Just finish it off while you're there.
Maybe.
So that
also,
could be.
Malma makes a good point that sword go mode. There's no reason to swamp state swamp. You can just Hera state swamp all day.
And then get your sword out of Hera Basement with the key you have left over.
Oh, apparently Malma doesn't have a good point. I don't know what to think anymore. I liked it.
I don't know if Fox knows what he's talking about when it comes to glitches and glitched modes.
Has Fox never played glitch modes before? Is that what you say?
No,
Oh.
yeah. He was my mentor in the mentor tournament at least once. I think just once. I think I had a different mentor every week.
Yeah. Fox is mad about HMD Swamp.
You're mad that it's allowed, or you're mad that it's in Logic, or like...
He's mad in general, probably.
Yeah. Just mad. Okay, so Simple Clips is gonna full clear Mire, looking for the hammer. Gonna be our first runner into Mire. Had Simple Clips been here before? I don't think so. Do we have... Are we not doing Mire Shed? Did Simple Clips do Mire Shed? And I just am...
I think so.
tripping?
I think all runners have been here.
Because
Because
Simple
Simple
Clips died to Blind, hasn't been to Hype. When would they have gone to Mire area? Like, I just don't know the answer to that question. Like, I don't remember it happening, and I don't see why, but, like, Simple Clips probably knows better than I do whether they have done Mire Shed, so...
I'm gonna go with that. It probably is checked. Where are we? We got 555 crystals, with Bread soon getting the 6th here.
6, but no sword, so they're...
And Bread has also done Agate too.
Yeah, that's true. That's at
2
least
dungeons ahead.
Yeah. Oh, this also makes sense for High Roller to do Skullwoods into Thieves, because then you're right here to do Mire right away.
Pretty nice routing.
Yeah.
So Simple Clips is still hammer and sword go mode, sadly. Has no blunt weapon, can't really kill Vitreous, actually. No silvers either. That's a bit unfortunate, actually.
Yeah, I mean, does have the Kate and can get a lot of spins out of that. So like it's possible. But yeah, this is not going to be a fun fight. But at this point in the seed, you kind of have to do your crystals. This is probably going to be TR for Breadcoon.
Oh, there's the sword in Compass Chest and Mire.
Okay, so that is pretty good for Simple Clips. Not that good.
I don't think Bread is going to TR, though.
That's probably true. Probably maybe doing this and then wrapping across, doing the super jump to Mire. Or not wrapping across, but like going back across. I could see. Although, can you do that with the camera fix? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe just saving and quitting.
You know, this is gonna mean that High Roller is actually ending up in go mode first of these 3.
Yeah, that is true.
In half a minute here.
That sword is a little too good for Breadcoon, though. I think it's a pretty reasonable lead unless he does something crazy instead of go to Mire.
Yeah, you gotta check this on your hunt for Big Key anyway.
Yeah. If it was a God Mire, that could be a very interesting sword, but...
Wait, Brad is actually opening TR.
This is strange. I mean, like, these aren't, like, super slow checks, and Mire's not, like, super fast to get to. I mean, like, it's 2 items in Mire, and there were so many up here. I don't... That Cane Dash is very cool, but it's like 10 to 15 frames slower, and I'm sad.
The frames, Vortex.
It might be more than that. I can't remember. I saw somebody do it, and I was like, "Is that fast?" Like, it looks like it like could have potentially been, but I couldn't get it fast. I don't blame anyone who does it though. That's like an actually cool slower strat. So that is go mode for High Ruler with the Meyer Big. Still has to do Ice and GT. So it's just kind of a question of how long Breadcoon takes to get. Yeah, I guess that was just didn't want to pass up 3 free checks or 3 checks on just to do Catfish, but didn't do Catfish anyway. So
yeah, Mister. I think you have to dash. No, you don't have to dash. So I'm not sure what happened with the Catfish clip. We're starting the mountain again, so
this is probably the super jump to Meyer.
Is this faster than he's taking the portal?
I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Well, it wouldn't be faster for me.
It's Spike Cave.
Spike Cave on the way to this. This is
really avoiding Meyer.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, again, Meyer's 2 items. Of course, it had the sword, right? You know.
But it's high value items. Meyer is like swamp. No, Meyer is like Skullwoods when it comes to probability. Is slightly biased towards progression.
Is it actually, or
yes.
Are you meaning? Okay.
Not as much as Skull,
okay.
Which is not a lot to begin with, but still more than you would expect by feel.
Oh, High Ruler does have the silvers, which
very
is not
good positioning.
Trivial. I think he's still behind, but it's kind of a Breadcoon's doing left side GT first too. Might find a sword out of it, but like this is still time that
there are 2 more swords.
Yeah, it's
avoiding Meyer like the plague.
Yeah, Meyer is like it's not great to get to, but it's I don't know. I feel like it's not do every check in the game first bad.
Doesn't he know there's a sword there? We know that.
Simple Clips is doing the clip to Ice Palace before Hype Cave in the most tragic turn the seed has taken and is likely to take.
No way.
Simple Clips, please remember that you haven't done Hype. I think that is a forgotten Hype Cave. Oh no. Like that has to be the justification, right? Like there's like
this is
or you just meme like pretend Hype Cave doesn't exist, which like
this is not even the mirror wrap, this is the Flippers wrap. This is all like the harder of the 2. So it's cool to get to see the Flippers wrap. Like that's cool tech, but the hammer.
That's like I don't know how you remember to do Hype Cave at this point if like you've forgotten this.
Meanwhile, Bread has still not found a sword. And will not find a sword.
Is on his last chance.
No sword in GT.
So
it looks like High Ruler is actually taking the lead here now.
Yeah, it's going to be a lead very, very soon, if it isn't already. High Ruler is going to get to drop straight into Ganon after Ega 2, which Breadcoon still has to get to Ganon at the end of all this. Breadcoon is going to feel very bad about the sword, I imagine. Playing so aggressive right at one from go. Only to find go mode on the way to the big key in the 7th dungeon. This is Hobo into Ice Rod Cave.
Sora?
Presumably, I think Breadcoon probably didn't do. Yeah, did Breadcoon do Waterfall? I think so.
I think only Simple Clips did Waterfall.
This is a hybrid major glitches. So you can get to GT at the start of the game if you want to. It's not very good until you have a few items, but yeah, Bread did GT ages ago. He's coming back for the rest, or was. Yeah, I think this is a pretty definitive lead for High Roller with the silvers. No trip to Ganon.
And Bread might just end up finding silvers before the sword now.
Right, but that is then Bread has to spend the time to get the silvers too, so it's like
yeah,
that's even more.
Finding the silvers might push Bread to actually do Mire.
That's true.
Hopefully, maybe. Hasn't done anything in pod yet, which will sadly happen soon, I feel.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like I'm just betting it's anywhere but Mire, which might get him tempered, but at the cost of some very slow check that we haven't seen yet.
Medallion mismark, maybe?
That is a possibility.
Yeah. It is marked as ether on Bread's tracker.
Okay.
So, no. It's also marked as a crystal, so it is a choice. And probably pod now then.
High Roller is going straight to the big key as well in GT, which is quite fortunate.
Yeah, this is a pod play for Bread. Simple Clips doesn't have the hammer and could not finish Ice Palace in that state. And the hammer is in Hype Cave of all places.
Yeah, I think this is quite a solid lead for High Roller at this point.
Yeah. Final climb. There's Ganon afterwards.
Yep. So this is probably going to be all of TR for Simple Clips.
I like that Bread is doing pod in cave state here.
Yeah, that's another savvy move. That's.
And if you have
Sun Hyrule Castle can just do everything in order, so he has the cave state key.
Yeah, which I think is the Light World big key dungeons, or the big keys in the Light World dungeons. potentially.
The Cave State big key gives you the Desert and Hera big keys, but like, I don't know, like.
Oh, is it only Hyrule Castle that gives you that?
Yeah, but and Cave State, but it also like.
Right.
So Cave State gives you those, and a couple others give you Cave State big key. I know Hyrule Castle is one of them. I don't think it's like 1-to-1 back and forth, but. Oh, it's not TR for Simple Clips. I'm surprised, actually. I did not know Bombos didn't kill. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Just going from the bottom, which is smart.
This is the mirrorless.
Okay, those were what I was going to guess, Yoho. But I didn't want to be wrong. But yeah, so Hyrule Castle, Pod, Thieves, and GT. I wouldn't have had GT, but Pod and Thieves were my guesses. Those 4 will give you a Cave State big key. And I think there's nothing like special about it other than it's just serendipitous memory overlap. Like it's not. Those keys aren't linked in any way other than that.
TR just has dungeon items and nothing else.
Not continuing through TR. So that Bread doing everything in Cave State means that saying goodbye to Helma forever. So if that's one of the swords, that's one he's actually never getting. I'm pretty sure. Didn't technically need to reset that. Although going into Hyrule Castle to get the backup is pretty slow. Yeah, Breadcoon is just hard betting that there's not a sword in Mire, which like still seems pretty reasonable at this point from our point of view. Well, not from our like real point of view, but like from like what we have left, like I wouldn't be imagining I'd get a sword in Mire. I'd probably have done it earlier, but like I wouldn't. I'd have been pretty surprised when I got a.
Same, yeah. And we're pretty certain that Simple Clips forgot about Hype Cave. Maybe they don't actually use a map tracker.
Can get it after Swamp, which if they remember it exists. They can finish the dungeon on this trip.
But yeah, Hyrule is on Master Sword Ganon now, which is a pretty poggers fight. Have to be pretty careful here with the spins to not just tank damage until you die.
I think he does have 2 blues, so I don't think it's a war of attrition, but it's not.
It's not the worst thing, no, but it's still a fight that is harder than normal. You know, it's doing really well. Like, no damage taken, getting all the spins in, get the good up Ganon here.
Did not get that cape from Tile Room, so will not be able to get any extra hits in. This, I think, should probably do it for Phase 2. I think he's gotten enough hits.
And Simple Clips and Bread are both entering Swamp. Understandable.
Both missing exactly one one thing that both will feel terrible to get when they eventually do.
Only one of them could get lucky in Swamp today.
Yeah. Now, wait, shouldn't simple clips? Oh no, this is in logic. Is this in yeah, this is in logic without hammer, because you can do the clip that's in logic twice, once on each side, even though. And here is the newest discovered glitch. Here we go. Easy peasy. And High Roller has finished off Ganon and will presumably be taking first place on Restream. And first place overall with an official time of 1:13.18. So GG's to High Roller.
Yeah. We have 1:30. Like that has a really fast time. Really fast speed.
Quite fast. The worst part, like, Bread might see that finish time. I don't know if Bread looks at race time, but like if he hypothetically was, like, you see that finish time and it doesn't tell you anything, right? Like every check that he has left is one that's like pretty easy to get to. Well, I guess he almost doesn't have anything left at this point. But
if it's pretty bad sword go mode, when there's 3 more swords, like
how hard can one be?
Yeah, someone just found the one check you didn't do super early.
We're seeing simultaneous diver downs. So yeah, since High Roller got the, or since Breadcoon got the Pod Big Key in Cave State and can't beat Pod, so if like the swords are on Helma and Ped, like Breadcoon like just won't get another sword other than the Myra one if he last locates it.
Yeah, that is too easy. Yeah. Nice flute.
That would be quite a meme. Ice-T, he also probably won't get that because I imagine he will go to Myra before going back for that, but he could get it still. Other than that, he hasn't skipped very much. Yep, that's not legal though, is it? In HMG?
Basement clip is legal, yeah. That's
it is. Okay,
that's just an up warp and a red clip.
Well.
So.
He won't be getting it.
It's just one up warp away from being banned by the cancel the second time.
Sorry, Swamp Small. Third bottle.
No swords in Swamp today? Is that where we are at?
There aren't 2 in Meyer, right? Because I assume Simple Clips got both items, right?
I assume so, yeah.
Wait, so is Breadcoon gonna get it? Wait. Oh no, yeah, Simple Clips had to think about whether they got dungeon items and they were in Hera State on the way out. Oh no, I'm seeing a hilarious message from, yep, there it is. The unknown sword sleeps again.
Oh no.
So there's a very real chance that
and a sword on Helma.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If there's not one here, I think it's Ice-T or Helma.
Could be TR.
No, we've got yeah, TR. We've got a bunch of stuff left. Never mind.
And
But
Mimic Cave, I think.
Mimic Cave, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the Smith DMD.
Mm.
I've wanted a seed to like where I felt justified in doing that.
You know, that's the other thing. We haven't found myths yet to put ice in logic.
That's true.
So
Those are
where's the
probably in
myths?
TR.
Yeah.
The first sword was race game, and the one that Breadcoon needs is in Meyer Compass, which is going to feel absolutely terrible. Because he could have done that as soon as he went to Skullwoods. He's on his way to Meyer now.
Yeah, race game was dupable and they blew it.
Yeah.
How could they know?
And Mike commented that it was dupable.
Yeah. They had a bottle, but they didn't have a green or red. They had a blue.
Yeah.
So they would have had to leave it behind, get a potion, and come back. So it wasn't really reasonable to do, I think.
Well, if you put off CAC forever, then it is, because then you're 2 swords from go, and then you find a dupable sword, and then you just win. So...
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying Tam would have won this race?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Simple Clips has forgotten Hype Cave exists, I think. Pretty conclusive at this point, which is very unfortunate because they don't even need to go into the cave, just talk to the NPC. They'll be in go mode, but I assume they'll be getting their silvers, which don't do them anything until Ganon at this point. Breadcoon's about to get his sword.
Well, Simple Clips can go and kill Helma for a 3rd sword.
I mean, if
That's
they do
slightly faster with silvers.
basement clip, yeah, that's true. It is an option. PSA to use ether in Mini Molten Cave.
Classic 1 hour 20 mini Helma.
Yeah, I liked your route, High Ruler. I think like it was very different than the other routes we saw, but like there was nothing like particularly inefficient about it, so it was
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But good news for Brad, it's about 20 seconds away from Go Mode Sword.
I have never taken 20 seconds to get to Compass Chest from that point. Just
It's about 2 seconds away from Go Mode Sword.
There it is. It was just...
And that's when you check Race Room and go, okay.
He's just not moving. We have not seen a forfeit, but
That was just a pause.
just...
We all know that pause.
Yeah. We've all done that pause. Some RNG minute from Breadcoon there. Or a doors strat. Checking where that drop
Maybe
down
it
goes.
wasn't a mismark of medallion. Maybe it was just, I think it's Bombos, but then you don't look at the tracker.
He has Bombos though. He's had it since Eastern. I know this one.
Oh, okay. Where was
But
Quake?
Quake was very late.
Oh.
I don't remember exactly. Swamp, left side swamp.
This is how you know that Simple Clips is a glitch main. The 1 hour 22 uncle check here.
Yeah, I've forgotten Hype Cave with an auto tracking map tracker in non-glitched modes. So there's no judgment here.
No, it's just what happens.
This is Hyrule Castle. So more than 10 minutes later. Yeah, I realize I'm not supposed to comment on the race room, but Hyrule is still the only one who has finished. So everyone, there's one more person in this race. Nobly is also racing, but everyone seems to have had trouble with something. There were a lot of little interesting hiccups that could happen in this seed, like the swords are definitely one if you're at all reluctant about getting to Meyer. Trying to think of others, and I'm actually coming up a little flat. Like, obviously anything can be a hang up. I guess who among us has not skipped the front of Skullwoods entirely?
Yeah, it's reasonable to do sometimes, I think.
Yeah, it's a really slow dungeon. I don't know, to full clear, there's only 2 items there, you get one somewhere else, like, why would you go back?
Yeah.
I've seen Dwayne do it, so it must be an okay play. Yeah,
I'm a big fan of the one and done Skullwoods.
Yeah, I like the one and done as well. The issue is in this one, if you do the one and done early, you just get the cane and it's free. I think Bread skipped the second item in Skull as well. I don't think he went back in for anything or did the big key chest. So yeah, Bread's gonna have a Master Sword Silverless fight because it did not do that.
Fairly stacked. Got 16 hearts and every potion imaginable.
Yeah, it's not going to be a tough. Well, I mean, as tough as it always is, but it's just going to be a long fight, about as easy as it can ever be.
Yeah, that 4th sword though, nowhere to be seen. Maybe
yeah, I mean, we've got
this tablet.
We've got 2 checks in TR. We've got the tablets. Or I don't know how many items are in TR, but it can't be more than a couple. There they are. Okay. Well, there's our logic for Ice Palace.
Okay. Cool. How about Smith Chain? Any Smith Chainers in chat?
Oh, what's this? Is this Meyer Shed? Did we forget it? We must have, right?
This is how you go to Smith.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I was correct.
You remember Smith. Okay, you were correct. All right.
Yeah, Meyer's been done for 20 minutes, and we do Meyer Shed. Classic play. Blaine Shed, it's been called.
Yeah, it's not in logic without Master Sword.
Where are we headed now?
Back in Meyer?
Did Simple Clips skip an item in Meyer as well?
Oh, so this one in Big Chest probably then?
Yeah, must be. I think that's a reasonable skip. If you last locate big key chest and it's a 50-50. Well, I don't know if it was a 50-50 key wise, but like if you're thinking like, well, if the item's not on video, I'm not going back in. Like I think that's
reasonable. I agree.
It's a very reasonable play. But we might find out if there were two swords in
sword
my
here is too funny, man.
I guess we didn't last locate it. So now we just... Are we going to get the door state extension for last check map chest?
I think that's just a key.
Okay, well maybe we did get both items and all of us are crazy.
Wait, what?
Oh, we're going into Hera for the big chest. Yeah, that has to be what this is, right? Like we've done all of Swamp. What a seed. What crazy
Because
swords.
they use the key in Swamp, so basement is inaccessible without this.
Okay. Self-locking big key,
Maybe.
so that there's something in the basement.
Yeah, Simpleclip is struggling to figure out what they have missed now.
Well, I mean, they have some of TR left, too. Breadcoon does get the 24 spins in. GG's.
GG's bread.
Gonna finish second on the restream. Third overall with a 129.21. Nobly was in second place with a 125.25. And this will presumably be the rest of TR for Simple Clips.
Yeah.
Nice little fake Dark World, or right? Or no? Because he exited Hera in Meyer State.
Oh,
I'm confused. What happened?
It's the Dark World with Light World.
Yeah, I gathered that, but I can't actually explain why it happened. Like, I'm sure there's a simple explanation. Well, I don't know about how simple it is, but so we might find that fourth sword, unless it's on Helma.
I need to know now. Don't you need to know? You're curious?
I do, yeah.
And I believe, like, I looked at Nobly's stream and they didn't find the fourth sword either. It was the same Meyer sword.
Okay. So we've got Big Chest and Mimic Cave here, and Chomps. We haven't seen this. Okay. So we've seen these three from Bread.
Are you excited to join the HMG tournament, Doom?
I mean, after seeing these guys do their clips, not really, because that means that I will have to be better at clips.
They have executed every trick in the book almost.
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of, like, Bread had the little mess up by Catfish, and there's probably been a couple others, but it was all pretty smooth playing. But no, I am excited. I think it'll be fun. I don't expect to get anywhere in it, but that might be for the best anyway. I've been playing a lot of rando lately. That's true, Fox. That's true. We haven't seen Krista Roller. I think we've seen all the keys. Actually, I think this might be a key. But I'm never like gonna hard bet that this is a key. Yeah, okay. I'm here, I check it, so. Because there
What's
are two
even
in
left?
front.
Smith chain?
Mimic Cave isn't left. So Mimic Cave could have the sword, and we will never know. Smith Chain is left. The shovel's got to be somewhere. Green pendant turn in. Oh yeah, we could have done Trinex there.
We could have done Trinex. True, in a way.
Self-locking shovel? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. No, it's 100% inventory. Get out of here with that. Does it actually? I don't think it does, but you might be right.
What? No, I never heard this before. This is just crazy Fox talk.
Yeah, I think Fox is just...
You can't fool me. I've read the source code.
Oh, I guess shovel. We did find shovel. I don't think we checked it though.
Or big game shovel. Okay.
I think Flip was Mini Helma. That would make sense because Simple Clips does not have it, and it's the only one without the big key. Yeah, it could have been Stalfos Room or Mini Helma, given what we've seen.
Is this a new check? No.
No. Red did this.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, do we remember Hype Cave, or did we find the sword?
I don't think there's any remembering now. Only sadness. Surely, like in 99 of 100 H&D seeds, you just never do Smith Chain.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't. I mean, like, I think I might have had like Mitts crazy early in one, and Mitts and Mirror, and sure, just do it. But like, yeah, it's a rare check, but we're gonna see it today.
It's just so unusual.
Yeah, like in a mode where like there often isn't a huge reason to activate the flute. You know, the mitts don't do much else. Like, so they might be super deep and you never find them. Like, it's very hard to justify taking the time to go for smiths unless you have mitts and mirror very early, which coincidentally is actually pretty similar to the situations where people do smiths in normal modes, but it's just even less likely to happen here.
Yeah. Wait. We picked up the purple chest, right? And just dropped it.
Yep.
Yeah.
This might be a remembered height cave.
No, we're handing in purple chests.
Well, could have mirrored and fluted if that's all we cared about. Oh, we haven't done Stumpy. Okay.
Yeah. And then we can do the HMG clip down south from here. Why flute when you can
Get
simply
Stumpy.
clip?
Yeah, that's true.
Or maybe not. Just take the normal route. Okay. I was hoping for a clip. The cool clip.
Okay, what happens after this will tell us if it has been remembered.
Ooh.
Still no sword. I think it's probably been remembered. Or maybe this was just I'm not going to check Hype Cave the whole time, which I can respect. Maybe Simple Clips just decided
Go
we're last
up.
locating Hype Cave today.
Hey, there it is. We did it.
Not checking the rest. You love to see it.
What if there was
Okay.
like 3 swords back there, dude?
Yeah. And at 1:39-ish, Simple Clips is in go mode. We did it. And can go back into ice the standard way, which is always a treat when you can do it.
Crazy standard way. Yeah. So what have you learned today, Vortex?
I've learned that I don't know, like just go to the items. I think that was the lesson that High Ruler taught us today.
You gotta clip first room in ice. I think that's mandatory.
Yeah. Yep.
But if you're not in go mode, how do you check the Penguinator room?
I mean, I probably don't do it first. I don't know. I might go back in.
And then it's the big key. It's like,
Yeah.
That's the part I don't understand yet. So that's why I'm reluctant to clip.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it is just like I think you still save time even if you check that chest if you clip.
Really? Because you have to just go through the room like 8 times, and it's not great.
Maybe not. I don't know. I could be wrong. It takes like a minute to get there from the entrance normally. Like it takes way longer than you think it does.
To Penguinator?
To get the chest, yeah, it's a stupid amount of time.
That seems excessive.
Yeah, it does, but yep, it's roughly around there. Yeah.
That's not how time works, right? Does it flow faster in ice pellets because it's so cool?
Maybe. I don't know.
I
All I know is looking at my subsplit in NMG, when I used to play it. It's about a minute in there.
Back in the day when
Yeah,
you were young and played NMG.
exactly. I've been thinking about picking up Vanilla Preset, but I just haven't yet.
Are you not gonna join the league?
I am not. I didn't do the last one either, so it's been a hot second since I did an NMG run. Actually, I did an NMG run on my analog pocket when my wife and I last visited her family. It did not go well, but I didn't die,
Well,
I guess.
You got another day and a bit to join.
Yeah, I can finish a run, I'm sure. So
I believe in you.
yeah, we'll see.
Come and kick my ass. And that's 7th crystal for Simple Clips. Just GT left. If Vorki submits, Flip Hill submits.
But if I dodge, then I can facilitate flip heel dodging. So.
Aha. So apparently you're supposed to skip the penguins, and if it's the big key, you just skip everything. It's fine.
Yeah, that is what I believe she told me.
Okay. I'm very scared, so I don't know if I'll do it, but I'll think about it. I'm a chicken random player.
But yeah, so Simple Clips will also get to drop straight into Ganon after the GT climb. So it seems pretty likely that... Does it have... It has to be like Mimic Cave or Helma, right? I think?
Mimic Cave, Helma, Trinex, Green Pendant.
Okay, yeah.
What else?
So you had to kill some pendant boss... Or do Mimic Cave, I guess, to get a sword. So I hope it's not Mimic Cave, because then it's like, you have to do some stupid... Or all stupid pendant bosses to get a sword. This is... That's some silly stuff. Did Simple Clips really not turn in the mushroom? I'm actually... I thought I saw them head over that direction at some point. They activated the flute and still didn't.
Oh no.
So we're going to see another Master Sword, Silverless.
That's 4 for 4 in this race room.
Hyrule Silvers, so not 4 for 4, but...
Oh yeah, you're right. It was so long ago.
That's how we know where they were. I guess we could know where they were, regardless of whether Hyrule got them, because we had the credits and we could have looked. But yeah, this was a fun seed. Very lots of silly stuff. A lot of fun to commentate.
You always get so varied routes too, so it's bound to diverge, unlike a normal AGA open seed where everyone is just suffering. But also because the world is so open, even if you just find an item your opponent doesn't find, you're gonna miss an opponent. You're gonna miss an item your opponent finds. So it evens out a lot, I feel.
I liked that spin, and I was very sad that it didn't actually hit the... Zazak. Yeah, as Simple Clips is our last runner up GT, we will I'll one more exhortation to give our runners a follow. They all played quite well. The deciding not to go to Hype or Meyer notwithstanding, both like fairly reasonable decisions. Well, I don't know how reasonable not going to Hype is, but it was fun, and if intentional, I'm about it, and if unintentional, I've done it. So yeah, they all did a great job, and you should follow them.
And then when the HMG tournament kicks off in a couple of weeks, I expect restreams to happen that everyone could watch somewhere. I don't know where, but there's going to be a few races around to watch.
Yeah, if you had fun watching this mode, like watching races and learning what you can do is a really good way to, I don't know, start with it. Like it's, I know I put it off a very long time just because I was overwhelmed and it seemed like there was so much you could do. And
yeah, usually just a friend bullies you into like, yeah, come on, learn this trick, and then you're hooked.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Homemade Beer for convincing a bunch of people.
I think Fox and Yoho bullied me into learning glitches.
Good job.
Simple Clips is going to get the very disappointing lack of sword here. Although I respect not doing right mini Helma. I don't think it's good value on Master Sword Silverless to not do it, but you know.
I'm a known right Helma skipper. It's so out of the way, Mordek.
It really is.
In the elevator room, it's like, oh, you don't know the RNG involved with the Helmas.
Yeah, it feels terrible, but
yes,
it's just there's so much that would be nice for it, like in there. So I don't know. I'm gonna check it.
Oh yeah, when there's only 5 or 6 items left in the game, you have to check it, I think. If you're me. Everyone has their own rules.
But if you're Simple Clips, you just save time because there's not a sword in there. So
yeah,
GG.
True. We don't get the Clipe from any runner. Is it called the Clipe? I don't know the lingo yet.
It is, yeah. You can get the bird off screen a little faster, or bat off screen? Yeah, the
bird, I think.
No,
I'm
because
not sure.
I think the bird comes when the bat flies away. Yeah.
Okay, so you despawn the bat quicker by scrolling the camera to the right. Yeah, I can do it, but it takes a minute or two.
So the trick is to start the Clipe, and then fight Aga 2, and then scroll the screen.
I see.
I don't think that's actually something you can do, but
just get the correct Aga pattern to be
Yeah.
clipping while fighting. Got it.
Simple Clips did get that cape from Tile Room, so that is a very nice luxury item for the first couple phases of Ganon. Unless you just like it difficult like Fox. Getting these Ganon hits by the skin of their teeth. Is this no warps? Wow, it is. Nice. Playing it safe with the lamp. Actually have a fair amount of wiggle room with half magic.
Half magic and a bottle and lamp, yeah.
Yeah, if you're not getting triples, the fight just gets so much slower, and it's much harder to consistently get triples with the lamp. You know, he's lighting it at a good time for it.
So what I've learned today is that if I see a sword on race game and I got a bottle, I should probably use dupe that sword.
And I think that's a good takeaway. I think
always dupe your swords.
Yeah, carry that into all your races. I'm sure it will never be a massive waste of time where you have gold sword like 3 minutes in. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the swag points alone is worth it.
Yeah, that's true. I think they count those in the final time. So
every dupe, you subtract 5 minutes from your final time.
Sounds about right. Switching to the fire rod now.
Good call. We got enough magic to last us 2 Ganon fights. Nice. GG's to Simple Clips.
Down.
And I gotta immediately run to the next race.
Go
Thanks for commenting
right
with me, Vortex.
Yeah,
GG's to all the runners. I'll let Vortex take the finish here.
Yeah. Good luck, comms. All right. So yeah, Simple Clips finishes 4th place overall, 3rd on Restream with 154.02. And yeah, that was quite a spectacular seed from all of our runners. We'll see if Simple Clips wants to come in for an interview. I think both the other two at this point can safely be said to have opted not to. And yeah, we do have Simple Clips. So we'll get a quick little interview in. We are joined by Simple Clips. GG's.
GG.
So the question on everyone's mind is forgot or skipped?
So partway through I started realizing the multiple dungeons that I thought were crystals, I was mixed up and they were pendants. And so I got the idea in my head, I'm just in go mode right now.
Okay.
And so I charged into ice with no hammer. And the unfortunate part about that is the moment I thought I was in go mode, I forgot everything that I had and had not checked. So I didn't go straight to Hype Cave, which would have just saved everything.
That you were in fine shape at that point. I think Breadcoon's big. Like Breadcoon was one from go a reasonable amount before either of you, and it was the sword, and just decided that it was exceedingly unlikely that there was a sword in Meyer and did everything else instead. Not everything, but yeah, quite a bit.
Did anyone find any other swords? Because
there is one on the pedestal, and we are down to Mimic Cave is the only place in the game that there can be a sword that isn't on or behind another pendant boss. So
wow,
it was quite a seed. Yeah, we didn't see Mimic Cave from anybody, but we saw, I think, from either you or Bread or High Roller, everything else. High Roller got the silvers on the mushroom, which neither you or Bread got.
Yeah, I saw Ganon say it's in Light World, and I'm like, you jerk. I know where it must be.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very, very entertaining seed. Great show.
I'm seeing my HMG rust, so that's good to see that before the tournament starts.
I mean, it's a lot less rusty than I look when I play HMG right now. So, yeah, I mean, everyone's clips went pretty well overall. Nothing huge as far as I got a couple hiccups, but nothing major.
Mm-hmm. Did you like my attempt at 3-heart Samaria blind?
I did. That was something.
I just wish it went a little better. I saw blind go through the red cane block, so I'm gonna need to lab that and figure out why he can do that.
Yeah, I think it's just got something to do with his iframes, like the iframes run out before he can actually take another hit. So like you get a phantom hit and like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's apparently Chex has a script, so if you want to check that out.
Yeah, it
Smart
seems like
blind
a good
is. That's a fun one. 3 hearts was quite bold. I very much appreciated the play, but
the plan was I wanted to death warp there anyway, so I was like, if I win or
Okay.
I lose, this is good.
We were kind of wondering if that might have been what kept you from Hype Cave, because like if that route goes south, but
Literally the only thing that kept me from it was forgetting that I was not in go mode.
Yeah, and that's something that anyone can do very easily. I mean, this was almost a hammerless seed. Swap ice with any one of the crystals.
We just need a new clip to get through those hammer pegs, and then we're good, golden.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be finding one, just judging by the way they are laid out, but we can dream. But yeah, GG's. This was a lot of fun, and it sounds like we'll be seeing you in the HMG tourney, which.
Yeah, I promise I'll be doing a little better than this.
Well, I am not bold enough to make such promises. but yeah, no, it should be a good time. Any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Nope. GG's.
Yeah, I wanna thank Kaif for doing our tracking and setup today. Definitely huge thank you. The fact that we had any idea whatsoever what was going on is probably entirely due to them. Yeah, and thanks to Structural Mike, even though you had to step away just as you finished to do comms for the main tournament semifinals, which I imagine we'll probably be heading over to after this. That's over on Speed Gaming Main. But yeah, so thanks everyone, and have a great rest of your day.